in the beginning, I had a relatively high level of sort of paranoia or fear, worry, really, for people. My nan wasn't ill at the time, and I was thinking that the respiratory disease, like what they were describing, could certainly finish her off. She is dead now, but not of COVID. Unfortunately, that was a funny turn, actually, of events there. But yeah, I was worried about her. I was worried about older people that I work with. I was worried about, you know, the demographics that they put forward that were at risk. You know, I sort of picked up the news story ahead of a lot of people in the public I would consider. And yeah, I was a bit cautious. But when the lockdown came, and after it had been set in for a couple of weeks, those first couple of weeks were just bizarre, weird, no traffic on the roads, ghost town, everyone just panic buying for no good reason, really. I started to question it. Like a lot of people, you know, what they were essentially shutting the world down for, I would have been expecting at the early points, like, yeah, a couple weeks and we are literally going to start seeing people, you know, just so many sick people about, you know, no food on the shelves, no transport network, no power cuts, maybe water going off for periods, you know, where people are so sick they can't maintain the country or keep it going. And obviously everyone was just getting on with their lives. There are people on furlough, people are out running. You know, like from early on you could see that, I mean, the good weather helped, that people were trying to sort of get out and do what they could to improve their health, and it was working. I was seeing quite the opposite, you know, people probably fitter than they've been in a long time. And, you know, there weren't bodies piled up outside hospitals or cemeteries or whatever, and it wasn't as bad as what you would think or need to shut down not just this country but the entire world, really. And as time wore on, I think more and more people started to question things. And if there's one thing we've been guilty as the masses, it's not questioning things, not applying critical thinking. We're like this on our phones all the time, aren't we? You know, so distracted by pointless news, pointless media, really. We're all guilty of it, me included. But this is changing people. It really is. I mean, just look at the amount of videos on your channel. Just normal people. Some of them worried. I mean, I couldn't imagine what it would be like to be a single person, certainly in the beginning, at home, like living on your own, just completely cut off from so many people. But really, when you think about it, for 99% of people, no one's been forced and barricaded into their homes. We've all obliged to doing it. We have put ourselves in prison, really. Yeah, and this is the level of influence and power that the media and I don't know if it's the government, the media has definitely done a good hand at driving the fear, but you know, it's what the government's put forward essentially. But they've just wound up just a storm, and everyone's just retreated inside. And I think a lot of people are just starting to question it and saying, hang on a minute, this isn't right.